what do we know, and this was, I think, maybe some of the areas where some of you struggled. What do you know about subtraction? What is our rule? Subtraction is what? Add opposite. So physically, take your pencil. In this case, I'm going to add, come on, add opposite, add opposite. Do you agree? Okay, what do we know now? All the signs are the same, so what do we do? Mr. Zach?
You can add 16 and 8 and subtract 9.
All the signs are, I've got the negative 9 plus negative 16 plus negative 8. Signs are the same. What do we do? Same sign, add and keep. Okay, so the signs are the same. Keep the sign and add 9 plus 16 plus 8. He says 33. Is he correct? 16 and 8 is 24 plus 9 more is
It's 33.
33, right? I kept the sign, so it's technically a negative 33. None of these have what I really want. Here's what I saw. No, we're going to go ahead with this because this I want solid in your brain. Subtraction is add opposite, add opposite. What do I have there? Again,
All negative.
all negatives, all the same sign. What do I do with it, Cole?
Add it.
Pardon?
Add it.
Right, and what do I do with the sign?
Keep it.
Keep the sign. What is 4 plus 20 plus 9? What is that, Kaylee?
33.
33, and so it's a negative 33. Okay, look at number 3. Again, it's subtraction, so I do what?
Add opposite.
Add opposite, add opposite. Whatever the sign is of the second number or more, you just change it. Opposite isn't necessarily negative. Now I have 0 plus negative 9, which gives me what, ladies and gentlemen?
Negative.
Negative 9. Negative 9 plus 5. Now I've got different signs. Same sign, add and keep. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number, then it'll be exact. Okay, which sign am I going to keep? Which sign is the bigger number as far as the absolute value goes? Which sign is that, Jaslyn?
Negative 9.
I keep the negative sign. And so then I say, what is 9 minus 5? We know that's 4. So my answer is negative 4. Same sign, add and keep. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number, then it'll be exact. All right. I've got subtraction. Negative 8 minus negative 6 minus 0. What do I do with it? Josie, tell me what I do first.
You add opposite.
Okay. Add opposite. Is there an opposite to 0?
No.
No. So it's just 0. But what do I know anytime I subtract 0? Doesn't change anything, does it? So in this case now, I have a negative 8 plus 6. Which sign am I going to keep? Which sign?
Negative.
Or do you have a question?
I have a question.
Okay, ask your question first.
Do you write on blank paper?
No, he'll do it whenever he does the notes. So now then, which sign am I going to keep? The negative 8 or the positive 6? Which sign has the bigger number, the larger absolute? Mr. Talon?
Negative 8.
The negative sign, so I keep the negative. Now, I'm going to subtract it. So what's 8 minus 6?
2.
Chloe?
8 minus 6 is 2.
Right. So now I have a negative 2 because we said 8 minus 6. And it's negative because it was the larger absolute value. Same sign, add and keep. Different sign, subtract. Keep the sign of the bigger number, then it'll be exact. So what do I do with number 5? Chloe?
15 plus 20 and
What did I just hear you say, sir?
then
0 pair. He's absolutely correct. Look right here. I have a positive 20 and a negative 20. That's that 0 pair, so now we know that's a 0, right? So what's my final answer?
15.
15. That's good that you noticed that. It's great. Makes things a lot easier when you notice those things. Negative 14, minus 9, minus 36. Ben, tell me what to do.
So add an offset, which means you take the subtraction from the addition in the statement, take an R as a negative, subtract into a addition statement, then negative 36,
Okay?
negative 14 plus negative 9.
Do I have all negative signs?
Yeah.
Keep the sign. Add them up. 14, 9, and 36. What do you get, ladies and gentlemen?
Negative 59.
59? So in this case, it has to be a negative 59. Here's what I saw as far as an issue. What do I do with this one? What should I do with this one just to solve it? Tell me how to solve it, Justin.
Find out which sign is bigger and then subtract the other
Absolutely correct. Which sign is bigger, Justin?
positive.
Positive. So I keep the positive sign and then I subtract. So what is 15 minus 5? So it's a positive 10. Do we agree? Here's what I've seen on the papers that you did today. I saw kids go in and turn this like that. Yeah, they subtract. They just thought, oh, change the sign, change the sign. They didn't follow that's only with subtraction. You don't do it with addition, do we? So should they have done it? No. And my answer would have been way different. Okay? So with addition, you do not change those signs. That's only for subtraction. Okay? Only for subtraction, add and keep. Yes, ma'am.
What about for the ones that have both subtraction and addition?
Okay? Such as, tell me a problem like what you're thinking about, okay?
It's a long process.
That's okay.
Okay. Like number 5.
Okay, read it to me.
So 11 minus negative 2 plus 14.
Okay. Now the rule says change subtraction to add opposite. I'm going to add opposite there. Do you agree? Do I change addition? No. And so that's all that should have been changed. Okay? And I did see somebody that because this was subtraction, they changed this one too. Okay? Now, which sign is going to be the larger? Well, they're all positive, aren't they? So my final answer on this one should have been 30, let's see, that's 25, 27, am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay? Make sense? Okay? Let's go from there. Now, we did some stuff today on that assignment with elevation. When it's talking about which continent has the greater range of elevation, all it wants to know is how far are they apart, correct? So it's kind of telling you, if I'm sitting here in North America and one elevation is down here at 86 meters, we got 0 there, and the other one's up here at 6,198 meters, what's the distance between? Well, if I start out down here at negative 86, I have to climb how far to get to 0? 86. Its absolute value is 86. Then I have to climb another 6,198 to get to the other one. Am I correct? So basically, what are you doing? You're adding the what?
Numbers together.
Yeah, you're adding their absolute value together is what you're doing on these. Just to determine its distance, its change in elevation. So, what is the change in elevation for North America? Everybody should be adding this one. Add these two together and tell me what it is. You're adding 6,196 plus 86 because we're dealing with their absolute values. Brayden, what are you getting? And the next time you blurt out without raising your hand, you're gonna give me a cue. Okay, what are you getting?
6,284.
Is he correct, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, now we added the absolutes. We need to do the same thing for Africa. Do you agree? Because it wants to know who's got the greater range. So if I add the absolute values, I'm adding the absolute value of this one and the absolute value. I've got 5,895 plus 100, whoops. 155. What do you get when you add them together? Mr. Chance?
6,060.
He says 6,060. Do you agree, ladies and gentlemen? 5 and 5 is 10, carry the 1. No, I don't either. So what should it be? Justin?
6,050.
6,050, is he correct? Okay? Now, have I answered the question? Have I answered the question yet?
No.
No. So which continent has the greater range in values? Which continent has the greater range in values? Esri? Or, sorry, I meant Emily. I was looking at Emily, but I said Esri. North America is correct. On your own, do this one. On your own, set it up and solve. Honey, you really need to go to here and let's go here because you're really behind. So sit up and look this one up. Show your work. Make sure you show your work, not just an answer. Let's see, what are you gonna do? That's because I washed my hands and I carried around a Sonny rag and circuit the whole time. Yeah. What do we know about the distance of the first one? Okay, but what we wanna know is the total distance. So what we did on the one before was we added the two absolute values together. So what's the absolute value of this one? So put that down there. And what's the absolute value of the other? Okay, add them together. What do you get? Okay, now, it says find the range of elevation. Is this the total range? Yes. Okay. Okay, somebody tell me, how do I do this? Somebody I haven't talked to today. Is there anybody I haven't talked to?
Oh.
Josie, have I talked to you?
Yeah.
Talked to you? Talked to everybody? Cole, have I talked to you? That's what I thought. All right, Jaslyn, talk to me.
You add the 5,700 plus 10. You get 5,710
And it's a story problem, right?
meters.
Meters, big M. Okay, it's a story problem. How do you feel today as far as with subtracting integers, positive and negative, today, especially compared to last Friday, the papers that I gave you back? Where are you at? Fist to 5 right now. Okay. If we just know the rule, this is not tough. Here is your assignment. And you have the next 20 minutes, a good 15, 20 minutes to work on it. Okay? 1.3 exercise out of the textbook, 1 through 7, 20 to 32 even, and number 40. Yes, ma'am. Put it in the absentee drawer, please. Zach, can I visit with you for just a second, bud? You're not in trouble, but come here, bud. Hey, Captain, come here for just a second. Roper, come here, please.
Not much. Whenever we're having you subtract 1 inch from 11, what does it mean?
How do you subtract an integer?
Hey, Ben.
How do you subtract one integer from another? You add.
Brandon, come here, please.
Is it right?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, so you get two people.
The answer is
You
not
want
in
the
the
answer
book.
for 1, 2, 3. And you go to the state and
Oh, you had some answers there.
so that's not my
On these ones where it says find both answers,
Mhm.
what do they do? I've
Ladies
forgotten
and
for a
gentlemen,
minute here.
remember we've done these type of questions that 3 are the same and 1 is different? Find both answers, so you have to find the answers, the same answer that 3 of them have, and find the answer that is different. That's the one that doesn't belong. So you have to tell which one does not belong and give the 2 solutions. And the only way you're gonna know it is by solving each one of those. Difference is to subtract, but no, you just do what it says here. You mean this one? So 3, the difference, so 3 minus -2. Okay, the other one says, how much less is -2 than 3? So now, again, I need to do -2. How much less is that's 3 minus -2, isn't it? How much less is -2 than 3? Doesn't that mean that 3 is your first number? And then you solve that one. It's all in reading and paying attention to how you read it, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Betty, you can come back and be in my class again. I already told your boss that. Well,
Time will tell.
I know, time will tell. Well, I just did that one. How much less?
Okay, so you have to solve each one
No.
of these.
Wait, solve them?
Difference
difference
means
between-
subtraction.
And negative two.
So you would
The
be
difference is
subtracting
what?
-2 and 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Positive 4. Positive 4.
That would be
This is 3 minus -2. Write it down.
If you
3
excluded
minus -2 is what?
Now, do what you have to do.
Okay, and then you have to do each one of these
Subtraction
and then
is
say which one is, which 3 are the same and which one is different. So you solve each one of these problems.
do the rule. And then this one
But you
is
have to-
saying
I
how
think you
much
have to write
less is this than
You
that.
can't
So it's
just,
saying the
I mean,
same thing.
you have to write them down to
Words
solve
together.
them. And then you're gonna say
so it would
which
be
they're
this
the
one.
same and which one is different. That's why it says find both answers. Where are you looking at? And.
This one says what is 3
And
less?
you
No,
add.
this one's exact.
2, 4, and 3.
But so you've got.
Two, three, and -2. This is 2. This is 3 minus -2. What is 3 less than? Yes, this one would be your difference. Yes, I agree.
Okay, so then if you did this one, how much less is -2 than 3? 3, -2.
Okay, I only see one answer on this one.
So what's that one?
6, or 5.
You answered the question
negative
partially,
five.
because then what does it say?
1.
It's 2
What is
parts. You
3
got it.
less than -2?
Number 3 is gonna be worth 3 points. There are 3 answers to it. find the one that doesn't belong and find the two different answers. 3 points.
Okay, and then subtract
Match. Do the subtraction
minus two is what?
and then figure out which addition statement
Okay,
matches.
so which three are the same?
Do
Which
what
is
you have to
different?
do and then see which one matches. I'm just gonna erase what's written in the book.
So
okay?
you have
Yes,
to
sir.
say which is different. Which one is different, and you have to write it down, and then you've got three that are the same.
It swims
So it's
up
three
and
points.
jumps out of the water and it gets confused. Write an expression for that distance that it's traveled. It's the same thing that I was doing with elevation. Right. Okay, so I'm at -80. The vertical distance the shark travels. It would have to be like that. But that's a -15. This is a -15. Oh, it's -80. So it's -80 minus 15. But if you're keeping it, and it doesn't even say, it just says write these subtraction expressions, you've turned it into an addition expression already. It just wants to know, it's not even asking you to solve it on 26, is it? It's just saying write that subtraction expression. If you're gonna do a subtraction statement, you would. What kind of a 15 is that though? Yeah, just exactly like that. Just exactly like that. And that's the subtraction statement. That's it. Doesn't ask you to solve it. Just write it. Yes, ma'am. I agree with you. No. Aren't they opposites? Is that not a zero pair? And when you said add opposite, are they not?
Not a problem.
Okay, sack lunches, I want you to line up, please. Yes, sir.
Okay, so on number like these two, I don't like name them, but 3 and 4. What's the difference? Because
Okay.
like they both do, but I know one of them is different.
This one definitely says subtract this from this, 2 and 3. So if you was to write that, you'd say 3 minus -2, right? This one says how much less, is another word for subtraction less? Yes, yeah. How much less is this than that? Aren't you gonna set it up the same as you do this one? So these two are the same. The difference, again, is being set up like this. Do you agree? This says, what is 3 less than this? So you gotta go with this and take away 3. Isn't this one gonna be different? Yeah, this is the one that's different. They're not gonna equal 1. Not when you write them down. Remember, subtraction is add opposite. So write this one out. 3 minus -2, write it out. Followed by the rest of the class. Write 3 minus -2. Add opposite. Add opposite. And what do you get? Okay, that equals 5. This is -2 minus 3. You changed it to add. That's a positive. That was a minus. Change that back to a minus sign, please. Were you able to tell her why? Thank you. Now add opposite. Yeah, do it. Add opposite. Okay, now, what are these? They're both. So what do you have? What? -2 plus -3? Same sign, add and keep. Same sign. Add them. And keep the sign. There you go. Okay? Josie, please take us to lunch. To find out what we need to do. Okay, I want to talk during study hall. We're going to come up with a plan. You and me together, okay? So be thinking of what we can do to help.